What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here with a brand new game mode for Madden 20. Something they talked about a little bit earlier before the game came out. Something I'm excited to play. It's a new mini game called Back to School, which is basically you get to play college overtime. It is a new house rules event. House rules is something we saw make its way into Madden 19. We saw it for a little bit. It came in later in the year and it ran for a couple months and then it kind of went away, but it's coming back in full force this year, and one of the new game modes is college overtime. You can play this inside of Ultimate Team. You don't even really need a good team for it because it's so quick. I mean, if you get a stop on your first drive, kick a field goal, it's over. And I'm just having tons of fun with this. I've been waiting to play this. I'm glad they actually rolled this out pretty early this year. I'm glad they didn't wait to do it. So I'm just trying to get out here and just have some fun with it. So I wanted to show you guys some gameplay of the new college overtime house rules mini event. And I've been saying Madden needs something like this. Madden needs those mini games back. As you see, I'm bringing heavy pressure. He actually dots me up right there. Gets a really good pass. But Madden needs something like that. Mini games. They need quick games because a game of Madden takes 30 to 40 minutes, and not, everybody don't have that kind of time every day to play the game. So it's nice when you can just jump on and you can literally knock out mini games in like 2 to 5 minutes. Maybe they go 10 minutes if they last a little bit longer, but that's basically it. So you see here, I got to stop on my first drive. I'm coming out kicking the field goal. That's all I have to do. That's game over. That's college overtime rules. If you don't know what the college overtime rules are, basically you start at the 25-yard line. Each side gets the ball at least once. So if they score a touchdown, you got to match it. If they score a field goal, you have to match it. But if they don't score, or if they score a field goal and you score a touchdown, for example, then you win. If you keep tying, it just keeps going until one person cannot match your score. And once you get to the third overtime, if you score touchdowns, you have to go for 2 every time. You can no longer kick the extra point. So it's pretty fun. It's something that's always fun to see in the NCAA when games go to OT, because they get some crazy matchups going, and sometimes they go really deep into overtime. You see here, I'm kind of just running the defense that I've shown on the channel not that long ago. I'll link it in the description if you didn't see it. It's basically just 3-4 odds. Sometimes I bring heavy pressure. Sometimes I just go all out zone and I just try to confuse them. And the thing is, I'm typically bringing more pass rushers than they have blockers. I will bring 7 people on a rush, and most people don't block more than 6. So if I'm bringing 7 and you block 6, someone's coming free every time. You're not going to have a lot of time to pass. But the downside of that is there's tons of areas of the field that's wide open, but you have to understand how to beat it. If you don't want to block an extra guy, or if you're not using the right type of routes that could just easily get quick separation off the line, you're going to be in trouble. Now here I just kind of go to a man defense because it's 4th and a million, and he just throws it like 20 yards short of the first down marker. So that's it right there. Now I'm going to get the ball. I could just kick a field goal right here, but what I was noticing when I was playing this is it was a little bit laggy, and I've seen a bunch of people complaining about this. It seemed like, at least at the start of this event, it was a little laggy, so I just wanted to get a little bit closer before kicking the field goal, just because my accuracy, I could tell, wasn't as good as it normally is in a regular game. And even sometimes when I was picking some of my plays, it was getting a little laggy, and here the coach is just getting frustrated because they just can't get the dub. We got Tom Brady, the GOAT. Maybe some may argue against it, but in my opinion, he is the GOAT. So now we're getting the ball on offense first here. They keep dropping me in the Bears uniforms because that is my home uniform right now, but I do have the Saints away jerseys. But for some reason, almost every game I played, they kept putting me in the Bears uniform. So I saw that he was running the man blitz, kind of similar thing that I was doing. So I came out here because I knew these wheel routes would toast it, but he actually got to me very quick there. He brought 7 people as well, and I wasn't expecting it. But this is where the adjustments come in. So I know he wants to do it again because he did it on his first 2 plays. So I'm blocking pretty much everybody here. I know that he can't defend this route here to Torrey Holt out of this defense because I've practiced against it. So I go up top. He gets a clean release, easy touchdown. That's all Madden is a game of adjustments. The blitz that everybody's running, the same thing that I've shown, it can be tough to beat if you don't make adjustments. But you see just that quick, I made an adjustment and I scored a touchdown. And then we come out, I get a pick on the first play. Don't really have to run it back, but I guess I'm just kind of rubbing it in a little bit here. Gonna start celebrating. I think Patrick Peterson's slapping his nuts there, which is, pretty disrespectful. And then he winds up fumbling, but we're all good. Just make the tackle, and we're out of here, and we're on to the next game. So we're just going to run through a few more games. Basically, what's really cool about these events is they give out really good rewards for not having to put in that much work. So typically with a house rules event, you'd have to win like 6 games or 10 games, and you'll get like a lot of coins, or sometimes you get a free player that's a high overall rated player. For this event, it's actually 50 wins, because it's such a short event. Like literally some of these games are 1 minute to 2 minutes long, so, and it's open all week long. It's like a 6-day event, so it kind of makes sense. But every like 10 wins you get a bunch of, you know, trophies, which you can use to earn rewards as well. You can cash in the trophies to get other things like players or coins or whatever the case may be. So I'm just gonna kind of go through maybe like 5 or 6 games here, just until, you know, I'm gonna skip a few of the games, and but we're gonna just hit the 10 game threshold and you'll kind of just see what happens. So here I'm just checking it down. He played pretty good defense on me, so now it's 3rd down, and what I'm gonna do here is just kind of chuck it up, because it's really, I mean, it's a college overtime, it's not that serious. If I lose, oh well. I mean, I only been playing it for a minute, so I chuck it up, try to aggressive catch it, don't get it, it's whatever, we'll just kick the field goal now. But that's really the cool thing about this type of a game mode, and like I said, something that Madden desperately needs. I wish they would keep this thing open just all the time that you could play it. I do think that this is something we'll see probably on a monthly basis. They'll do it for like a week long, because it is such a fun thing that people are enjoying. But I wish they had this just open all the time, because that's something that Madden needs, a quick game that you can get in and out of. You know, if you lose the game, it's no big deal. You only played it for like 2 to 5 minutes. Like when you lose a regular Madden game, it's really annoying, because you played it for 30 or 40 minutes. You feel like you just put all that time in to take a L. But this, when you take a L, as he throws a pick right to Mel Blount, I mean, you're not getting off the press, man. When he puts those paws on you, that's a wrap. And here, Coach Madden again, he's kind of just jumping around. We've seen Coach Madden on a couple teams here, and he's just getting mad because every time he can't get the dub. But yeah, I mean, Madden just needs something you could get in quick, get in, get out, and just have fun. Especially, man, you might only have 30 minutes to play, but with an event like this, you could jump in and get 10 games in real quick. And it's fun because you know, it's a different skill gap to this than playing a regular game, because in this you literally cannot make one mistake. If you throw a pick, you know, if you take a hit and fumble, if you make a bad read, you know, if you get sacked one time, you're out of field goal range. And I mean, those things, you know, make this a lot more difficult. You have to be perfect. But, you know, if your opponent makes, you've seen it, my opponent in half of these games, you know, make one bad pass, I pick it off, and that's pretty much the game. So it's fun to play because it's just a little bit different. You don't get all game to adjust. You got to adjust quick. You see somebody do something one time, you have to remember that quick and adjust to it on the next play. Because most people, they pull something out, they want to keep running it. I mean, you've seen what I'm doing here. I'm running a lot of stretch runs. I'm bringing 7 blitzers on at least half my plays. That's how I like to play. So if you don't adjust to it within 2 to 3 plays, you lost the game. You have to adjust to it literally the next play. So here I'm coming out nickel 3-3-5 man defense, because this is also very good, especially because I have good pass rushers. They're not really getting off the press there, but he still just chucks it up in a triple coverage. And who is that picked it off? Is that Ken Houston? I think that's Ken Houston. And there's Skimbo, arguably the best Madden player in the world right now. He is a coach in the game, but not even Skimbo can help you today. Not when you're throwing into triple coverage. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're trying to play like Skimbo, that's not how you do it. And you see Sean Payton here meeting with him at midfield. That's just not going to get the job done for you. So that's that. We're going to keep rolling. Got a few more games I want to show you guys. So here we are again, and this is actually going to be one that gets pretty intense here. So on the first play, again, we're getting them behind the chains. I'm bringing 7, so if you're not going to block 7, I'm going to be on you quick, especially if you're trying to play action. So now he's going to come out, run the ball, fakes the first defender, but we got the next defender there to lay him down. So that, yeah, I mean, he is already looking bad for him. 3rd and very long. He's got out of field goal range again. Another sack. I mean, you know, some people might call it cheesy, but again, if you're bringing more rushers than the opponent is blocking, you should have a guy come in just that fast. And I'm leaving so much open. Like half the field is wide open, and he throws it up, and Lattimore's going to go up and snatch that for me. But I'm leaving like half the field wide open. I'm just hoping that I guess right. I'm playing a guessing game. I'm bringing 7, and I'm hoping to guess right on the first read and get all over them. And you know, that's that. But people, you know, they don't make the adjustment, and that's on them. So here I actually have bad accuracy again. The lag kind of got me, but he also timed it and blocked it. So now, just like that, something that should have been an easy dub. Now we're going into double overtime, and here is where I encountered a big problem. So right when this event launched, there was a glitch where when you went into that second overtime, if you lost the toss, I believe, which I do lose the toss, I got the ball at my own 30-yard line instead of my opponent's 25. Now, I think this has since been fixed, because even a few games later, I went into double overtime and it was right. It was corrected. But this was frustrating because I'm like, well, I gotta go 70 yards now. Like, that's not how the game mode is supposed to be. So I'm at a huge disadvantage because he's not gonna have to be at the 30. He's gonna still get the ball at his 25. So this is crazy. I'm not even in field goal range. I have no benefits here, but we're still gonna cook up some plays. We're cooking up some hot ones out here, and now we're in field goal range. We're not gonna let the game hold us back. We could blame the game. We could say the game's cheating us, but you know, at the end of the day, it's all still in our power to make plays, and that's what we're gonna do. So we're moving down the field here. We got a 4th and 1. Could kick the field goal, but like I said, it ain't that serious. I'm just gonna run the ball. I just believe in my plays. I think I could get a yard. If I lose, oh well. Like I said, it wasn't like that much time was invested into it. And here we're gonna sub in Kamara because Marcus Allen was getting a little bit tired, a little gassed, and we're in for a touchdown. So now we're up 7. I'm gonna play man defense. I'm not gonna try to blitz right out the gate because he has to score 7 here. I don't have to. You know, he can't take 3, so I didn't want to just give him just an easy possible like busted play touchdown right out the gate. Now I'm gonna come blitz, and he got me with a good one there to the flat. That's like I said, make an adjustment. There are things open versus his defense. Yes, the pressure's quick, but there are things that are wide open if you make the adjustment. And right there he did, and he almost scored on that one. But then next play he's gonna get in with the stretch with Tariq Cohen. So now we are going to another overtime, and you see, look, he doesn't have to start at his 30. He actually gets it at 25, so you know, a little bit of an advantage for him. But you know, we're not gonna let him just run all day. That's what he wants to do. He's not really gonna pass that good. See here, he tries to go back to the flat, made an adjustment. That's all this is a game of adjustments. I'm blitzing, but I saw, okay, that's where he went last time. That's how most players think. Okay, it worked last time, so it must work again this time. Not always the case. Make an adjustment, take it away, and he almost threw a pick there. But now, a couple plays later, he's going to take his 3. So now I'm going to have a chance to go get the W here if I get a touchdown. If not, I can tie with a field goal, and we're going to go to another overtime, and it's going to keep going, you know, until somebody breaks that tie. So this is when I think the lag started getting me. Yeah, right here. So you see how, like, I was trying to juke up the field there. I was trying to juke back to the inside, and I couldn't because it started lagging like really crazy. My guy just kept running to the sideline, and I had no control over him, and it was like that for a few plays. I literally couldn't even get the ball off. So I wound up having to take 3. I couldn't do anything on that drive. And I know it's not just me because I've seen so many people complaining about this, and I definitely experienced it in quite a few of my games. So now we're in the 3rd overtime. I'm getting the ball first now. I put a beautiful one right over all the defenders, dropped it right in the bucket. The new pass trajectory this year allows that to happen, and we're going to cut it up inside for the touchdown. You saw that he had pursued the outside very heavy on the stretch, so I just cut it back up the middle. You got to know how to defend the run. You can't just over pursue to one side because then you leave the gaps open. Here again, I'm taking it up the gap because I had to go for 2 because we're in the 3rd OT, and now Marcus Allen's doing the robot, you know, kind of just getting a little wild out there. But hopefully we can get the dub this time and get out of here because this thing is getting pretty sweaty. Right there, Reggie White's going to jump up and swat it down. Just going man defense again because, you know, the blitz is really good, but he showed that he could beat it a couple times. I mean, here he's trying to run it. I'm not going to let you just run on me. You're going to have to pass. But I don't want to just give him the chance of getting a busted touchdown in a situation. Like, the risk reward isn't there for me because he needs to get 8. And he's already shown that, like, the man defense gives him a little bit of trouble. So I'm just going to force him to have to, you know, get separation from these cornerbacks, especially knowing that I have 3 really good pass rushers, 2 of them with superstar abilities, and there's one of them, DeMarcus Lawrence, with the edge threat ability. It is a problem. It is so good. So I just trust my defense to hold up, my user to hold up. Here he's just chucking it in the coverage, which, I mean, he's supposed to do in that case because it's pretty much the game. We're going to get the pick. That is going to be all she wrote. So that was the first time that we actually took to multiple overtimes, and here you go again. I mean, John Madden just keeps switching teams trying to beat us, and he just keeps taking L's. So, I mean, maybe he should just come join us because he's kind of ring chasing right now. He's trying to jump to a different team and get a dub, and it's just not happening for him. So then this is going to happen, right? So, you know, just trying to wait to get to the menu screen. This pops up, and I'm like, all right, man, what you got to say, guy? We're going to get a GG out of you, and you're going to call me a bum. Like, my guy, I had to go 70 yards on you. I had the disadvantage, and I still won. What do you mean, bum? So I just hit him with a GG. Keep it professional. Keep it moving. He's mad, but I mean, hey, I had to go 70 yards. I mean, you didn't have to do that. So let's just be real. But anyway, now we're back into another game. Finally got the Saints jerseys. Took a while. I kept getting the home team. So now I'm in my Saints jerseys again. Back in the 3-3-5 man defense. I've got good pass rushers. I trust this defense to hold up for the pass rush to get there. That time, I mean, he's just begging to get intercepted, but somehow we're just not able to get our hands on it. But it's okay. We're playing good defense, and here we come with the blitz. Again, more rushers than blockers. if they're not going to block extra people, they deserve to get hit. I mean, that's exactly how it would work in real life. Difference is, in real life, if someone was bringing 7 every play, they'd max protect. But a lot of people in the game are just too stubborn to do that, and that's why the blitz comes in. So now we just got to score a touchdown and we get the dub. Stuff me on the first play. A few plays later, we are in, inside the red zone. Going to try to score here. Going to kind of dump it down. That was a little bit of a risky pass, but we get inside the 5. We got 3rd down here. Going to go to the stretch. It's been really, really useful. Try to juke back inside, but we've got a defender on the back end that takes us down. So we got to take our 3. We're going to another second overtime, and again, the accuracy was pretty bad there, and almost missed that field goal because the accuracy kind of jumped on me a little bit, but we're in another overtime. We're getting the ball first now. Going to go to a bubble screen here because I saw he had everybody inside, so I knew that was just free yards he was giving me, so I just went with it. And he's been running a lot of cover 2, I noticed. On the previous play, he kept staying in cover 2, so I just went to a cover 2 beating play here. And I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. I walk in. So again, it's a game of adjustments. I saw that he kept hitting me with cover 2. That was what he felt safe in. So I went to something I knew that would destroy cover 2, and we get an easy touchdown. So now we just got to lock up. There's nothing open. He's got all day to pass, which I have never seen this. With the defensive line that I have, that have superstar abilities, and they're just like great players, I have never seen somebody get that long to pass, but he still couldn't find nothing open. I see that he wants the wheel route here, so I go jump on that, and he gets sacked. So, like I said, it's a game of adjustment. You got to know what people want to do. When I see him motion that guy out, I know he wants the wheel route. That's a popular man-beating route, so I'm just running and sitting over top of it, and now he's just holding the ball because there's nothing else there, or he doesn't even have a second option. That's just what he wanted to go to, and now he's going to peace out because, I mean, I don't know why he wouldn't just throw the ball up and try to aggressive catch it, maybe get a first down. I mean, it can't hurt you, but he just quit out. See, that was our 10th win, so we got our first set of trophies, and you can see here, the more you get more wins, you get more trophies that you could cash in for different rewards, and then, of course, you get your free 89 and 90 player once you hit 50 wins, which, you could probably do that in a day on this because of how quick these games are. So that's a new game mode for Madden 20. If you want to check it out, it is in Ultimate Team. It's the new college overtime house rules. Very fun, a blast to play. You get in, get out. I think it's a great addition to the game. Let me know what you thought about it below, and as always, I will see you guys next time.